everybody, welcome back to our channel. Hey, if you're new here, please click that like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell notification. This way you get notified every time I upload a video. Well, what's today all about? Today is part 3. That's right, part 3 of a 3-part series of upgrading your lights on your bike. We have the 2023 PROGLOW ST we've been working on. We did the tail section. We did the front lights. If you haven't seen that video, I'll put that right up over here so you could check that out after this video. Well, today's all about the PROGLOW controller. That's right. We're installing the PROGLOW controller from Custom Dynamics, and this here is so we can control the double X on the headlight. So we got the screwdriver. We're just going to pop this up. And as it pops up, I'm going to start putting the wire inside. Just like that. And here we go. This one here come around. Oh, this didn't cut. Darn it. Let me get the knife. Where did I put the knife? Oh, I put it over here. That's why I'm having a hard time. This didn't cut. I need a sharper knife. There we go. So we'll get back with our screwdriver. Start feeding that inside of there. Again, down here, a snap. And down here, there's a snap at the back side. Oh, this one didn't cut either. Wow. How about this one? Nope, that one didn't cut either. Yeah, I definitely need a sharper knife. Got to sharpen this one, that's what it is. All right, so now we get almost all of it up. There we go. So now we just slide this right inside the wire chase going down the back of the bike. So now that's all in there, we could just snap this all back together. And now we got our wire well hidden. And here it is. That's your zone 1. Right, well, let me bring you over here so you can see what's happening. Okay, this is from the headlight. That goes into zone 1. And just like the headlight, you got this little tab that locks in right there. It's giving me a hard time. No, that's what it is. All right. There you go. Almost. You want that thing to snap down. Just like that. So zone 1 is connected. Here we go. And where are we going to hide this? It's going to go right down inside of here. Right in front of the battery. And that's where it's going to live. And be wonderful. All right. So let me get this all taken care of and we'll continue on. Okay, so we're going to move our ECU up out of the way because we're going to have to take out our tray here. So the ECU comes out of the way. We're going to remove our tray because this, like I said, this is going to live in front of right here. Just like that. I'm going to zip tie all these wires up. The blue is power and black is ground, but before we hook this up, we're going to pull out the fuses because we got two different power cables to go. So let me get this tray out, which is 2 1/2-inch bolts here. This thing will slide forward, up and out of the way. So let me do that and we'll get to it. Okay, so now we're going to hook up our power. I got the button, which will be place in a location, which I'll show you. And we got 2 power leads. That's going to go right here to the battery. Now, what I'm thinking of doing is I'm going to cut these off, strip them, and make my own single lead going to this. So let me do that, because I don't like having so many power leads going to the battery. I just thought of that now. Well, I don't have one big enough, so we're going to have to just do what we have. So it's a 10mm socket or a Phillips screwdriver. It's up to you. I like using the 10mm socket. Just want to loosen it and get it underneath the positive battery terminal, or all the other posts. Just like that. You want to tighten them down. Okay, that's good and tight. Now we got grounds. We got 1 ground to contend with. Oh, wait a minute. Did I? Yes, I did. I made a mistake. That's why I always like to look. Okay, that's a ground. Oopsie. All right, so power, red. I should have seen that. Sometimes I'm just not thinking with, you know, everything off the top of my head. The blue here is power. Come on. See, even I make mistakes. It happens. Okay, so now we have the Bluetooth controller hooked to power, and we also have our on-off switch for it. So you could turn it on at a bike night or something like that. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take the ground for this, keep that aside, slide this in where I want it to live, just like that. The button control plugs in right here. I'm going to put some electrical tape around that just to help it stay together. You know, use electrical tape where it's supposed to be used. This will help it stay together and protect the ends from corrosion. All right, so there's that. That's done. All right, so the button, I'm going to feed this down inside of here, and I'm going to connect it right into, or stick it right underneath the right side leg heat shield. Sometimes it's easier said than done. There we go. Another, okay, that's a ground. A lot of wires here, guys, so, you know, take your time with this stuff. All right. The other 2 zones we're not using, we could tuck them inside and away. And for the ground, we could come here, and we got to put a connector here. So let me get that done, and we'll get to work. Okay, now that we have our power and ground connected to the battery, we're going to put in our fuses that I removed. I just don't like having the fuses open when or having the fuses installed while connecting. It's just a safety precaution, keeps it from shorting or popping the fuse right away. So before we go any further, what I want to do is turn on the button and see if we have the double X headlight. And yes, we do. Let me bring you up front. I'll show you. It's just going through, doing its thing. As everybody knows, I have green on mine. And I do have this plugged into a battery tender. So I know the battery is going to be just fine. I have a better view. All right. Now we're going to put the top tray in and then take care of all this wiring that's here. So like everything else, this has got to get pushed out of the way. That's the factory Harley wiring harness. So let's push that up out of the way. Slide that down. And I have to move this because it's interfering. So let me do that and we'll get back to it. Okay, I got the tray in. Now we just have to secure it with its 2 bolts. And you could use either a T40 or a 1/2 inch. I prefer using the 1/2 inch socket than the T40. So that's 1. That's 2. Now I'll put our ECU back. There we go. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. Our ECU is back. So we got all this wiring that we're going to tuck up out of the way and try and make it look as clean and presentable as we can. Just tuck it all up in there. All the lighting and everything we've done in here, you know, everything's got a place and every place has got a thing now. So that's for the triple play for the back. Now, remember I said we're going to put that in a special place? Well, I'm going to show you. So let me get the lift up and we're going to work on it together. Okay, so you take some fresh isopropyl alcohol and you want to clean the 2 surfaces that the double-sided tape's going to go to. So that's one surface. The other surface is inside of here. This way it's hidden, it's out of the way, and if you can get to it when you want to. So that's all cleaned up nice. Now the double-sided tape, I'm going to put right along on here, and this is from 3M, and I love the 3M products for the double-sided tape because it works so well. So just take it and put it where you want. Just like that. Now you just want to peel the backing off. And this is usually, gives me a really hard time doing. So let me get it off and we'll work together, because I still haven't figured out an easier way to do this. I've tried it with picks, I've tried it with all sorts of other things, and it just doesn't seem to work out so well. What do you guys think? Have you had the same problem getting these backings off? Or is it just me? I think it's just me. See what I mean? Gives me a hard time. There we go, that's one. Now let's work on the other. It's like just getting it started is a pain in the butt, but once you get it rolling, it's easy. Now what's nice about this Bluetooth controller, it's got a smart battery technology into it. What does that mean? That means if you walk away and you forget that your battery, that you left these on, you can turn it off. So I'm going to put it right inside of here. Just like that. The wire's up out of the way. And that's it. Let's see if I can get you a good shot of where it's at on the inside. So there it is, guys. You can see it right there. And when it's on, there's a little light that shines on here, so you will be able to see it at nighttime. And then that could be programmed to be any color, any pattern, anything like that. I'm not going to connect to it because it's not my bike. And I'll let Mike do it when he picks it up. We're going to go over it together. So what's left for all the lighting? The only thing that's left to do is to lower the bike back down, put the fuel tank on it, put his saddlebags on it, and we're done with this project for now. There's more stuff coming in the future that's ordered, so don't worry. It'll be done. All right, everybody, until the next one, you guys live the best life you can. Ride often and ride hard.
Like and subscribe.